Are you tired of spending a lot of money and getting absolutely nothing you wanted? Head on over to MrMutCoin.com for the cheapest, safest, most reliable coins on the net. And are you also looking for training points to power up that player to make them just a little bit better? Training is also available on the website. Link is down below in the description.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Just. Welcome back to another Madden 19 video. Hopefully, you guys are doing fantastic. So we have Game of the Year so far that I've been able to play an online head-to-head gameplay. So I'm thinking about what teams I should use, and then I hear in the back of my mind, he's a bad man. So let's go ahead and let's get Aaron Rodgers. And I'll take a look at the running backs. I'm looking, and terrible spin moves. No one with 80 or higher. And I'm like, sheesh. But we got Cobb. We got Adams. I know Cobb is a special teams player that can get loose. And I'm like, wait a minute, 88 spin. We got someone that can spin. We might be able to create some damage with Cobb, even though they don't have much of a running back. They got Jimmy Graham. They got Cobb. They got Adams. They got the bad man and Aaron Rodgers. Now, I lost last game with the Lions. Tough game, but we ended up losing our win streak as well. And now we're playing with the Packers, which I feel like, hopefully we can go on ahead and, get glitchy with the Packers, because their, offense is, something I could work with. Good speed, a wide receiver that can spin. Unfortunately, they don't have a running back that I would like with any type of move, but we'll work on that. It is what it is. That's what it is in regs. Like, certain teams have really good things, and other teams don't have really good things. And I feel like they have a very good offense that I can definitely work with, except for the running back. That's something that it's a big part of my game. I run the ball, and I run the ball a lot. But 85 overall offense, definitely good. 79 overall, and we get matched up against the Falcons. So it's like, okay, he's got big boy Julio, he's got Devontae Freeman, he's got a team that I use that's definitely good. And I believe, I won with the Lions. I beat the first guy to beat me when he had the Rams. I matched up against him a few days later, and we end up defeating him. So this guy runs the ball for a big gain, 2nd and 3, big play action work. I believe I ran commit, and we just dropped the pick. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. Like, I generally just could not believe that right there, like, happened. Like, I was in awe at the fact that we just dropped a wide open blind read and, nothing happened. But nonetheless, we ended up getting the sack right there. And then there's a desync. You gotta love it. So we're just going to go ahead and jump right into the next game. And I was like, dang, there was somebody that was 6'2". What's his name? I had to go back and double check just to see what his overall, what his name was, because, I didn't want to lose him. I wanted to find him so I can use him. But we set everything back up, and as you guys can see from the title, we have ourselves an absolute phenomenal game against the Bengals. Now, I've used the Bengals too, and the Bengals, they got some ballers. They got a spinning running back. They got Ross, who's really fast. They got A.J. Green. They got Eifert. They got a very good offense. I would say their offense has better weapons than the Packers, but the Packers have the bad man, Aaron Rodgers. So right there, we end up getting a shed sack on the very first play. So that's right there is a very great way to start. And he steps up in the pocket and throws an absolute Doddington over there to the right. Very next play, though, I mean, very risky throw, but he does come down with the reception and the first down. We end up using that right there, only a gain of 2. So if we can go on ahead and limit his ability to run. And I'm doing a lot of yawns. I apologize. As I'm recording this, I'm literally doing a live 24-hour stream on Twitch. And I'm 22 hours in, and I'm streaming, taking a break so I can record this, post it for you guys. We grinding out in these streets. So he goes deep over the middle. We click on, and I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. Like, what's up with these people making mistakes? Like, they're not making many mistakes. But when they do make a mistake, it's like, why can't we capitalize on it? Like, what is going on? He goes to the zig route right there, and he ends up getting almost a first down. Decides to go for it on 4th and 1. Hits me with the toss play right there, and he ends up actually not only getting the first down, but scoring the touchdown, taking the lead. So, and he killed almost the entire first quarter. 10 plays. It's like, that's not good. That's not good. Like, we got to get him off the field. Like, there's no way I can just, keep having, like, allow someone to drive downfield such a long, lengthy drive. To begin offense, again, we got Aaron Rodgers right there. We go underneath really quickly to the running back. Very next play. Oh, one thing that this guy did, all he did was spread his D-line. He would call the exact same play over and over and over again, the exact same defensive play. And he would just spread his defensive line. That's all he did. He's not running shed defense. He's just spreading his line. And he would come in instantaneously. And it was so frustrating. I got sacked so many times throughout this game where he would just spread his D-line. That's it. That's it. Spread his D-line and crash out. And he would get crazy pressure on me. And it was so beyond frustrating, man. Right there, big toss to the right side. 2nd and 1 right here. And we're trying to limit the run. I shoot the gap, and I promise you I did not go after the quarterback. I auto chase the QB. I never went for the darn running back. And then that right there's just a dot. That right there's just a hell of a play by him. So we're down 14-0, and it's not looking good, right? But we do get ball at the half, so that's always a plus. We can score, get ball back, score again. And even though we've played sloppy and he's played great, next time he touches the ball, it could potentially be a tie game. So we take off with Rodgers right here. 2nd and 4 right here. Sorry, I'm just big yawns. We go underneath right here, and that is where that spin comes through. That is where that big 88 spin is in effect, in full effect. Because I'm telling you guys, man, a spinning maneuver is definitely very, very, very helpful. So right here, we step up in the pocket, and we got B absolutely wide open. We end up hitting Randall Cobb. And I'm trying to switch up all my routes to make sure Randall Cobb is the guy I want to pass the ball to. Because his moves after the catch is just going to make him completely deadly. So, I want to give him the ball as much as possible in open space, because then he can utilize that spin move and get by defenders. So on 3rd and goal right here, we end up just taking off on Aaron Rodgers, and we end up getting sacked. He's going to call us last time out. And it's okay, well, we got to settle for 3 and hopefully get a stop. Jump right back into it the second half and hopefully score, and then see if we can get a stop from there. But him holding us to a field goal changes a lot. So on 1st and 10 right here, stands up inside the pocket, goes deep over to the left side, and he's in bounds. I'm like, well, that field goal I just scored, he's about to go on ahead and get right back. Open drag route on the right side. Looks like he was about to throw it deep over the middle, but we do get the sack. 2nd and 19. This is where we need some help, fellas. This is where we need a big play. And I'm holding wide, no animation. He just went straight for the tackle, and then he's going to settle for 3. So we're getting mollywopped at this point, 17-3. Not looking good. And if we want our losing streak of 1 game to end, we obviously got to get a W here. But we got to figure something out about his offense, about his defense, on what is the weak side. What is he giving up? He's not going to be able to cover everything. What is he giving up? And we got to, take advantage of that. So right here, we're looking. We reroute RB, and I can't throw it to him because he went out of bounds. And unfortunately, we don't get many yards. So 3rd and 11. This right here is a big play. Little pump fake for good measure. Nothing is really open. We take off. I just chuck it up. Hope for the best at this point with Cobb. And it's an interception. And down 17-3. And he has ball. It's just not looking good. It's just not looking good. How can this be game of the year if we're getting absolutely positively destroyed, right? So we get a big sack right there. 3rd and 23. He's going to go on ahead and hike the ball. And we end up getting the sack. I'm truly sorry about these yawns. I'm just so tired. We're going to go on ahead and 1st and 10 right here. We're looking. We got wide. We end up throwing it to him, and we throw a hot one over there to the sidelines. Minute 40 remaining. Now, mind you, this is the second half, though, so we got to, put points on the board right here. And, that's my first, one of my first few rushes of the game, because look at this man right here. Look, he's a bad man. He's a big discount double check. Hell you talking about? So we take our first possession of the second half for a touchdown. Now it is 17-10. And I was like, okay, if we can get a stop here. He's killing me with this toss here. Absolutely destroying me with it. Absolutely destroying me with it. But we can somehow muster up a stop. Maybe we can be okay, tie the game, and, go from there. So 4th quarter is here. He's taking down, significant amount of time right here. Tries to go to the toss play to the right, but thankfully we are there to bottle that up. 3rd and 12, and he ends up going right over the middle deeply, and I'm like, that right there is pretty much a ball game. He's already guaranteeing himself 2 possessions. He's going to take the time down, and I feel like right there I have to play the run. have to try and get a stop. And I'm not expecting a pass right there. So, good call by him. We're down 2 full touchdowns, and hopefully we can make something happen. But we end up getting sacked. That's what happens. And then right here, he just sent everyone. But we end up getting the ball really quickly to Adams for the first down. 6 for 7. Like, when I'm having the time, I'm finding people open. Issue is getting the time necessary. As B is just completely wide open. That is Cobb, and that is our spinner. Again, definitely the person we want to have the ball in his hands, since he's so dynamic with his ball carrier moves. Right here. We roll up, throw on the run. And that right there was a freaking dart. That right there was a Dottie McDoddington. That was a hottie. And we end up scoring on the very first play of the goal line. And we end up making it a 17-14 game. So at this point, 3 timeouts remaining. Less than 2 minutes, though. A first down or 2, this game is over. There's nothing I can do. But I do have to start wasting my timeouts to see if we can get a pick. You see I'm going for big hits. I'm getting desperate. Tosses to the left side right there. And okay, we bottled it up. That's good. Very next play on 2nd and 11. 2nd and 12, excuse me. He rolls out, throws off his back foot. Thankfully, my user was somewhere in the vicinity to play that. But big third down right here, 3rd and 7. And we almost get the sack. He's going to chuck it up to the left side. And he completes it. And at this point, game's over. I only have 1 time. There's literally nothing I can do. I put stripping on aggressive, tackling on aggressive, because he didn't come out and need the ball. He needs the ball. Game's over. There's literally nothing I can do. And we missed the tackle. But I click on it. We get the fumble. And he can go off the way. You got to be kidding me. This man, all you had to do was literally take a knee. But he chose not to. He wanted to call plays. And we end up forcing the fumble, recovering it, and not only forcing the fumble, recovering it, but forcing the fumble, recovering it for a pick 6. So now it's like, all right, he's got 40 seconds to work with. Let's see if he can hopefully, not get deep downfield. He goes deep over the middle, and thankfully it was overthrown because he might have had a step on him. So 2nd and 10 right here, and he steps up in the pocket, and Khalil Mack gets there. I just couldn't get there fast enough, thinking. So 1st and 10 right here, and he goes underneath, thankfully overthrown. Now I'm sending a bunch of people. Like, I don't want to give him too much time. Do not want to give him too much time to make a read. And right there we get a little dual edge, but we stop him inbounds. And he has 1 timeout remaining with 18 seconds left. We send the goons, get a big sack. Now I'm going to go ahead and call a timeout, see if we can make something happen. 10 seconds remaining. Tie ball game. All he literally had to do was just take a knee. And he just refused to. He absolutely just refused to. So, all right, let's see if we can get one deep play. And right there, he ends up giving me the penalty. So, we'll take that's 15 yards up, but we end up getting sacked immediately before the routes even develop. So, right here, we need ourselves to hopefully win the toss. I believe I'm selecting, and I believe I'm going to go aheads.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't,
and we end up losing the coin toss because that's what it is I do. I put more pressure on myself than I need to, and we're going to go on ahead and see if we can lock up on defense because, we lost the coin. But nonetheless, we shouldn't have even been in this game. He literally takes knees, game is over. And I guarantee this is a learning experience. I bet you he will do that from now on. Like you gotta either put it on conservative or you gotta just knee the ball. Like there's no need to run the ball right there. What the worst thing could happen happened, which is him fumbling. And right there, that was just a big dot right there. I can't say anything about that. Big dot. 2nd and 12 on the goal line after a failed run. He runs out to the left side. Plenty of room, making me choose to come in for him or come in for the defender. Smart by him. He goes on ahead and makes it a manageable 3rd and 6. And he's looking. He throws it up. And then he's going to go on ahead and he gets settled for. I'm literally like falling asleep as it's happening. So we held him to 3, right? So now it's our turn to, match his 3 or get the game-winning drive with the field goal. Right there, big juke, but again, they don't really spin. So we need something. So right here, I call a timeout because he's tired. My running back is tired. My man Jones is tired. I'm like, don't have anyone with speed that can fill in. I'm like, there's Williams, but 75 overall. I'm like, no. I can't because I want to do a toss. I got to leave him in the game. We hit the outside block and holds up, and he could go. Oh, get off me, Tiger. Oh, and ladies and gentlemen, we come away with the victory, getting the overtime clutch done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. So far, this is my game of the year head-to-head Rex. What an absolute great game. Crazy of him to go ahead and not take knees, but we'll take it. You know, that's his mistake, and hopefully he learned from that, because that sure as hell didn't learn that, you know, in that situation, I'm putting tackling on aggressive and strip on aggressive, because you want to go ahead and come on regular play. But let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the game. Let me know who you guys want me to use next. Until next time, base.
Where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.